2.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to look at several exchanges in MMA. So I'm opening up with a nice boxing combination. I land a good shot, and he'll duck under that and shoot in. So when people get caught, they'll usually, in desperation even, they'll lower their level and try to get a takedown. Because if they take the person down, they can sort of shake out the cobwebs and get their head straight. So I'm coming in from a combination, boom, boom, I get through, and he, at the end of this punch, boom, he comes underneath it, take me down, so I'm ready. And the idea here is, in MMA, when you're punching, you're always ready to sprawl. So you always have counter wrestling in mind as you're hitting, because you know he's going to try to take you down if he can't match you in striking. So from here, my weight is on him. My chest is on his upper shoulders and upper back, and I'm underhooking here because he shot, say, a double against my right side, and my left hand is holding his elbow down, and I'm going to move a little off from 6 o'clock, and on a cross face here, pushing down his elbow, I go the rest of the way behind, reach around his back and grab his wrist. So now I'm pretty secure. I have a tripod type base, and I can punch, I can elbow, I can hammer fist. If he tucks his head, I can hit under here. All right, so you're hitting him, softening him up in preparation to roll him or to choke him or just to keep hitting. What I'm gonna do though here is just kind of stand up and hold on to him, and I can throw knees from there. I'm ready for him to try to turn into me, but I'll also move and throw knees, or I can even shove him off balance and continue from there. So that's sort of the first sequence we were working on. But now he's going to be more successful at getting in and getting a good grip on my legs, so I've got to make another choice. So I'm coming in and hitting, and I catch him. Boom. Okay. He lowers his level to shoot in. He gets in. He's got a hold of my legs, and I can't get a deep sprawl. So I've got enough of an underhook that I can resist it, and then as he's driving, now I'm going to reverse my direction and lie down and elevate him over, come up to mount. Now I'm hitting, I'm letting him turn. All right, he turns the rest of the way. And now he's face down. I grab his wrist, and now I can really stabilize and hit. And then his last move is to get his hips up. Get up on his knees, and I put my hooks in. And now I can finish with rear naked choke. So it's sort of a summary: top control to mount, and back mount using hits to get him to turn. And off of your sprawl, if he really drives, that could be an imbalance for him. It can give you control of his weight and his balance to get him to go over if you're ready to roll with it and elevate him. So I'm here, I'm hitting, boom, I catch him. He comes under, I resist, and I feel like he's gonna get it if I stay here. So you get back down again. Just sit tight, push the other way. There you go. So that's where he is for a double. I've got enough of an underhook that I can lie back and turn to my left side. My right leg is gonna hook inside of his left. My underhook and overhook are gonna turn his shoulders. All right, so watch, as I lie back, it's a very jiu-jitsu sort of response to a double. A sprawl would be building the other half of a pyramid to offset it. In this case, I'm going with it. I'm giving a rounded shape that rolls when he puts weight on it, and it unbalances him and turns him over, okay? And so I keep this here and here. Now I'm gonna lie back, and my leg is gonna hook under his leg, and we'll roll to my side, turn him over, and come up to mount. Okay, from here I'm gonna hit to get him to turn, but I've gotta loosen my legs, and then when he goes to turn, I let him, I crawl sideways and I let him turn. If he stops there, I'll continue hitting until he turns the rest of the way. All right, then I grab his wrist. Elbow, you can punch, work your arm in, and then work. Okay, so now I'm coming in with a combination, and I land a good shot, and he ducks under to shoot. He comes in, penetrating through this leg, and I sprawl, okay? I'm keeping it out of reach of my legs if I can, but if he does get a hold of the legs before I was ready to move, he got this far, then I'm not gonna be able to get a deep sprawl. I gotta think of something else. You know, if he succeeded at taking me down, I'd go to the guard and work from there. But I have one little moment here to take advantage of his commitment in the double. and that is overhook, underhook. I'm gonna lie back, and then my right leg is gonna elevate him. Inside this leg, lie back, elevate this way, and then I hook my legs, sink my hips, and I come up to mount. It's actually very easy. From here I can punch to get him to turn, and then I loosen my legs and I roll, I kind of slide sideways to let him turn over. And he exposes his back, and I latch onto his wrist temporarily and hit with the other arm until he gets up. And then I extend forward and flatten out. Now, I can work in my rear naked choke from there, usually hitting him in the back of the head and the neck gets him to expose his neck. Because he can't do this, leave that open, he'll do this and his chin comes up. Or you could just hit him on the side of the head and daze him, and then his neck sort of loosens and you can work the choke in that way as well.